if you are a beginner trying to learn, I'm going to teach you in a few simple steps how to throw a very professionally looking punch, even for a beginner, okay? It's not a gimmick. It sounds undoable, but I promise you, there's a few things you can do that will get your punch really good, really quickly.
Boxing.
Alright, morning everyone, hope you're doing well. I was trying to catch the sunrise this morning, but there is no sun. So we got this murky grey backdrop, but it's okay. We're going to be talking about the jab today, alright? This is for beginners specifically, okay? It's a very important punch. It's the most important punch in boxing. The reason why it's so important is because of its versatility. There's so many ways you can throw it. It has so many uses. But to get a really good jab straight off the bat is very important, because it's going to help you win fights and control your opponent if you need to, score points, and the rest will come. There's a few things you can do that will get your punch really good, really quickly, okay? I'm going to show you step by step, and I'm going to show you as close as a shot as I can with just out here in the open. I'm going to zoom in on what you need to do, but you got to do it. A lot of people watch videos and they don't bother practicing. You got to put the time in. 1,000 jabs a day. I'm not even joking. You know, people will say, oh, I don't have time. Yeah. Get up earlier. I don't want to hear any excuses. Just get up earlier. If you want to do it, you can do it. All right, let's go. Okay, so number one, right? You need a good stance. Now, I made a video about this. I will leave a link up here. Go and watch that. It's about 6 minutes long. It's very important. Why? Because it's going to offset your trajectory if you're standing wrong, okay? Your punches aren't going to get the full version of themselves or the best version of themselves because your shoulders aren't in the right place. Very simple stuff. Go and watch that. Understand it. Come back to this. Okay, so it's very important, especially as a beginner, to punch from your chin, okay? Have your elbow on your rib cage, hand on your chin, and as I said, watching the stance video will tell you to not be square on. If you're square on, you're doing it wrong. From your chin, you're going to shoot your hand as straight as you can, okay? Your elbow being on the rib cage is going to help you with the trajectory, okay? It's going to help you shoot it straight. You just want to shoot it straight while pushing your shoulder forward slightly. That's going to be part of the rotation, okay? And then you're going to turn your punch slightly. Pushing your shoulder forward slightly, that's going to be part of the rotation. So you're turning the shot down a bit like that. Boom. Okay, that's quite important. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Here, from here, in terms of the impact, you don't want to just snap it and pull it back so quickly that it's not going to have an impact. You want to just push it and turn it, so then you basically, the punch lands and then you bring it straight back to your chin, okay? That is it, okay? If you do these simple steps, I promise you, you're going to have a very good jab quickly. It doesn't take a lot to get it okay from a beginner. I've seen it, I've done it, I've had trained hundreds of beginners, and I tell them this every time, and they get to a point where they can do it by the end of the session, at least one or two. Consistency is a different thing, but you get what I'm saying. So practice a lot. We're going to talk about practice in a minute, but recap: hand on your chin, get a good stance, don't be straight on, okay? Bend your knees, relax, chin down, punch straight, okay? This is going to be all you need to do. Turn the punch. I know it seems like a lot, but if you just listen to the instructions and follow everything I've just mentioned and practice, you'll be fine, okay? I don't believe that you can't do it. I don't believe you can't get in a good stance, and I don't believe that you can't shoot a punch straight from your chin. Not happening. I don't believe it. I've seen it. I can show people you can do it. You just got to believe in yourself, all right? It's not that hard. All right, let's talk about practicing when I run up these steps. Okay, practicing, look, that's the most important bit outside of the technique, because that's how you get your technique better, right? That's obvious. But an important thing that I always tell clients and beginners when you're practicing, if it depends on your level, but don't move your feet, okay? Stay in one place, because when you move your feet, you're gonna add complications, all right? Keep your feet still, get in front of a bag or shadow boxing, just start with, and just get used to the rhythm of exactly what I said. Punching from the chin, turning your punch, keeping it straight, having a slight impact at the end, bringing it back, all right? The impact is actually quite important, and it's not easy to get or understand, but the best way I can describe it is, I remember Coach Anthony, shout out to him from YouTube, great coach, trains a lot of fighters too. He had an analogy. He's like, imagine when you have a towel and you whip it and there's that crack at the end of it, all right? That's a bit like how you finish a punch. Not as much with the jab, but I know what you're saying. Try to get that firm ending, because you want to have some sort of damage being done, you know? One other main tip, don't try and punch too hard, all right? Or with too much power or speed, because that's going to mess up your technique. And get the technique right, go at what pace you can get, where you can get a good consistency, and then build it up. It's not rocket science. You just got to do it. All right, man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end on more steps. It's now been 6:30 in the morning. I'm feeling great. Got a good morning workout. That's what it's all about. I hope you like this video, and I hope you get something from it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button for more videos. All right, peace and love. I'm out. Oh yeah, one more thing before I go. Punch with the first two knuckles, yeah? Index finger, middle finger. Sheesh. All right, so you're turning the shot down a bit like that. Boom. And that's all she wrote. I want to do more of these because I get to express myself in just a natural teaching manner, and that's it really. But yeah, listen, have a great day. Whatever you do, be the best you can be. Peace and love. Peace and love. I'm out of it, man. Boxing on the edge.